Um, when you almost hit 15 minutes, they'll charge you, or the video will not go through on YouTube. It's got to be like, I don't know, like 14.59, or I usually do it by 5.8, 14.58 or whatever, and make the best of it and shit. I'm telling you, I used to make flows like that. I would be like almost 15 minutes just flowing and doing whatever. I could do that. I've had ones that, forget about it. The longest one I ever did was with Ma. That's the other one that has your similar like your name and somebody else, but she is, put it this way, she's like the closest thing I have to a mother. And she kicks poetry rap. Yeah, poetry rap. It started with poetry, with all this stuff, and that's how it started, like, with flowing and blah blah blah. We're talking like Phantom of the Opera. We're talking like Amadeus or whatever that shit is. Shit like that. Yeah, but she does it. She's good at it too, and shit. Eventually, she'll come over and you'll meet her and shit. She's fucking, she's cool. I mean, she's a lot like me, with not with this, but you know what I'm talking about. She's awesome. Yeah, and she stay over the night here and that. You know what I mean. You'll see what I mean and shit. But we'll work that out. You know, remember what I said? You said the yoga. Like long time ago, she got a gift. It was a bed, right? Probably over there still. Anyway, and it had a flat mattress, but it's a very thin one. It's very light, so I'll just put it over there, because I don't want to see her sleep in a chair. You know what I mean? Oh, I rhymed again. And I just put it on the floor or whatever, and she'll lay on it and shit. And me and you will lay on, Yeah, I call her the rebel. She could go through anything. She's a survivor and shit. You'll see what I mean and shit. Yeah, she cool as hell and shit. You know, she's one of the people that I can trust. Besides Sammy Sky, I'm not saying everybody's in their own world. Everybody's doing something. I seen this one guy on Facebook that I used to hang with. He's doing good. He's in a relationship. I'm like, when I saw him, I said, live, yo, you doing good. I gave him a couple likes. He gave me like 1 or 2 likes on my videos and shit. Yeah, not all people are bad. It's just what they do and shit. That, I don't know. I'm looking at my lips. They look fucking, I don't like putting chopstick. I just don't like that shit. I don't know. Not like it's lipstick, but still, So, yeah, so. Yeah. Yeah, so. I hope you're doing alright. I hope your headache is gone. I had that fucking headache too last night, I don't know. Maybe I was feeling your headache. I don't know. That happens with soulmates. You know? Well, thanks to you, I have a new style of rapping. I have a new style. You see the thing with the hands I do, or I'm moving my body and shit. I never did that before. And when I start saying, how's it go? My girlfriend. Shit like that. I only use that once in a blue or whatever. I call that the K style, Yeah. Or whatever and shit. It's gonna be a while, maybe. I try to talk to my homeboy. He's going through whatever. I don't know. I'm worried about him. He's probably watching this right now. He knows that I'm there if he needs me or whatever, or talk. Maybe I'll call him today. It's too early now, I'm like that, been like that for years, like, I know how it is, like, now, or whatever. I'm not trying to think of it as bad, but I know how it is to be alone and shit. You know, I know how that, or you feel like you do want somebody to help you or talk to, and there's nobody there, and it's like, I know how that feels. I take everything on, and I get through it or whatever. So, like we say, it is what it is. That was another thing about you. I said, yo, she sound like me. Well, you are my opposite. I know you don't like to talk about whatever, but it's true. So it's like you see yourself in me, or whatever and shit. It's like I'm your shadow and you're my shadow. You know? So it's like we know each other. You understand? Regardless of, you know, I'm not knocking that, but think about it. As long as we don't, I mean, our signs, I'm sorry, they're always gonna disagree and shit. I know you don't follow that, but you know what I mean? I think if we could just level it out and not disagree and agree, you know, and just whatever. I think if we had a, I don't know. I just, these things have a way of working out and shit. You know, I'm gonna tell you something else. And I was very happy and shit, you know. Alright, remember I told you I like to go on research or plans or something, and then I know what to do and find out blah 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 blah, or I dive in. I ended up looking at a tarot card reading on YouTube. And on it said that everything is gonna work out. Like basically she's gonna come over, I don't know, some shit like that. And I look at those, hold on, fucking A. I look at them for like last results, like if I need a plan to go off like the last minute, I mean like something, you know, like in case of anything, like I prepare for all this freaking shit, and in case I have to do something, or if something turns up, I know, or last result on something, you know, and just whatever and whatever. It's like it would be like the last whatever, like a guide and shit. I figure it's there, use it, whatever, you know, and blah blah blah. So it's good counter. So they're saying everything is gonna work out and blah and this and you know what you're waiting for is gonna happen, and you know. So what does that tell you? I don't know. I do that all the time and shit, you know. I just looked at one and shit, you know. You know, and stuff like that, and they say, you know, if, you know, like if you worry, you don't worry, blah 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 blah, you know. It was all good and shit. It was all good and shit. So, you know, some people, I'm not saying us or whatever, some people don't know, like they'll be like worried, or they'll be like afraid or whatever, or they'll be like it's the unknown and they won't know what to think, if it's gonna happen or not. And you know, people are different and shit. I wish them luck and shit. Yeah, you know, I go off a lot of theories and or just, you know, possibles and stuff. I remember a long time ago, for years, I used to, like, the unexpected, like, the unknown. I would get excited because it was exciting because I didn't know what was going to happen and shit, you know? Like, anything that I went through, it was like a roller coaster ride. And then when you find out what it is, or whatever, you go down the ride, you know, or whatever. That's, you know, I don't know, like, maybe one day with Coney Island, with the rides and shit. There is a place around here that they, actually further away, that they have like concerts. They have like, I don't know if you know, like Shaka Khan, Neil Diamond. I don't know. I'd have to see some. I'd have to see and shit. They have a place. Yeah, they sell tickets and shit by known singers, but you know, I don't know if they had Barbra Streisand. You know, I don't know. And I'm just saying, like, if something was good, like, I mean, that we saw and we were like, oh fuck it, let's try it, or let's just go and whatever. They have another place. It's not Radio Music City Hall. I mean, you could go there whenever, whatever. I mean, yeah, they have a place. It's like Ice Capades and shit. It's, you know, something like that. It's not like we could put ice on this floor and we could just fucking ice skate and shit. You know, that's one thing that you know, I don't know if you know how to ice skate, but you know, I know there's a roller skating ring around this bitch somewhere. I just gotta ask one of my homeboys. The one I don't see for a while. I need to call him. Or maybe the gal and shit that he hangs with, bring her here, or whatever. Yeah, so there's things to do. I wanted to go to see a concert one time with my ex. Or wanted to go to the Ice Capade thing or whatever. You know, they might have like the Nutcracker. They might have, who knows, you know. It's just things I think of like that I didn't get to do. Oh, where the train goes in the Little Mall, that same block on the other side going down, there is a pool hall. We rent it like for an hour or whatever. We play like 3-4 games and shit. They got brew in there, you know. You think, oh God, brew. Just looking at you. Nah. You know what I mean? So shit like that and shit. I used to do that all the time. I used to go in there and just play pool, you know, with my familia and ex and whatever, and with the girl, the one I told you that comes over, is like a mother. I call her, she wants to be called, Keg and shit. That tells you and shit. So, yeah, it was tripped out, yeah, it was tripped out. I mean, I take the good points of life and the things I've been through and shit, you know, I stick with the positive, and so I'm just happy that I've actually survived this long. I mean, I don't mean say that like craziness, but it's true. Because I kept going and going and going and going, never stopped on anything. That's the way you gotta be and shit, you know? I'm so happy. Everything is down the block from here. The hospital that way. 7-Eleven, Walgreens, the dollar store, the drug stores, the freaking, what is that? No, the mobile place for the phone and shit. Yeah, there's places here. Another grocery store, you know, there's other shit. And if you walk all the way down there, you'll see a McDonald's, you'll see a fucking, what is that shit? A Party City and shit, you know? I told you there's also a beach over here too and shit. Midland Beach. You know? That's another thing, like in the summer. You know, I always wanted to be, I used to go to the beach and shit, and I used to get a suntan. You know? But that would be something. Me and you have like picnic basket, or we just have the towels and we chilling next to the sun. I'm telling you, one day I went there before the sun rose and shit. Rise. It came out and it was between day and light or whatever. You know, night, I mean. And I swear, when that shit hit, it must have been the reflection of that shit in the water. Everything turned white. It was beautiful. It looked like when you're on a plane and you see white out the window and shit. Alright, I'm gonna make another one. The hell with it. Yo.